Hello everyone, this is AI. Okay, so what I'm about to share with us is something that's really hard for me to trust me, it's taking a whole lot from me to say these things. Wow. Life hasn't really been fair with me. And quite frankly, life hasn't been fair with most of us. I don't know if life has been fair with you. So, you see, for me, at the age of 2, or is it 3 now? Between 2 3, at that young age, I was molested. Yes, for the guys, it's called sexual assault. So I was sexually assaulted at that young age. Well, in nursery school and kindergarten, I had a good performance in school. But when I got to primary 2, 3, that's grade 2, grade 3, my performance dropped. And it dropped so bad that I was failing. I like, when I mean good, I was usually among the top 3 students, but I failed to the point that I wasn't even among the top 11 students. In fact, even when I got to high school, I was still having poor grades, poor performance, that I had to write WAEC and NECO exams up to 5 times. I've had to deal and struggle with fear. I've gotten addicted to a couple of things. I've had to struggle with being addicted to pornography. I've had to struggle with being addicted to masturbation. I almost got into drugs. Cocaine, tramadol, codeine. I almost. But I smoked. Yeah, I used to smoke. And this was all while I was in high school, and I was also taking alcohol. I was a player, or what you call a flirt. And I've broken many hearts. Last year I saw a couple of young girls that when I saw them, I just knew that I had something to do with this one. In fact, I lost count, I nearly joined a cult fraternity. I've had to deal with anger. I've struggled with anger. Cloud 9. I'm talking about cloud 9 anger, where I would get to the point where I can't even control my reactions anymore. I've had to deal with that. You see, I've also struggled with insecurity, and inferiority complex. Have really thought that I'm not good enough for anything. I've had to deal with that. Low self-esteem, identity crisis. I've had to deal with that. It's not really been easy. Trust me. My journey down to where I am, looking back, I know that I have really been helped. I've really been helped because, number one, I don't sound like what I have been through. And number two, I don't look like what I have been through. So I'll be here every Friday on this man to man podcast, sharing my stories, sharing my struggles, and letting you know how I was able to deal and overcome each and every single thing I struggled with. I'm not perfect. I'm still having my own fair share of struggle. I'm still dealing with some of these things. So I wouldn't say I'm perfect. No, this is not the voice of a perfect man. This is the voice of a man that has been helped. This is a man that is still struggling, has dealt with some struggles, and is still fighting his battles. This is a man that has refused to give up or compromise. You see, society has taught us and has put us in a cage as men and has told us that when we have challenges, when we have issues, we shouldn't share. We should, as a man, we would rather prefer to solve it rather than talk about it. Hey, I'm here to let you know that it's okay to talk about your problems. It's okay. You may not always get the solution to it, but you see, when you share, it feels like a load or a burden or a weight has been taken off you. Yes. Those things you've done and you're feeling guilty about, when you share, that load is taken off. So I'll be here every Friday. And I want you to know that you're not alone in this. You can win your private battles too. We've been taught by society that it's not that it's not manly to cry. Hey. I'm a man that has cried several times. Yes. So if you feel like sharing along the podcast, whenever you feel like sharing your own confession, whenever you feel like sharing your own stories or struggles with me, if you want to remain anonymous, that's fine. You can send me a mail. My email address is anaiyan01@gmail.com. Anna Iyang is spelled ANAIYANG01@gmail.com. Or if you're on Instagram or Facebook, you can send me a DM. My handle on Instagram and Facebook is Anna Iyang. Same spelling, ANAINYANG. So, this is the voice of AI, a man that has been helped. And this is a man-to-man podcast. And you are listening to the confession of a young man.